We thank you for your grace and your mercy that you continue to give to us, even though we're not deserving of it. God, we're grateful for it. God, we cast all our cares upon you today because we know that you care for us and that you see us and you hear us. God, and that we're going to be heard tonight. God, and as we move this town forward tonight, God, in the right direction, we ask that you would just touch our first responders, keep them safe as they travel up and down the dangerous highways, doing the good work that they do. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please follow in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Here.
Here.
Next is the Secretary.
Here.
And we have Mayor Charles Shepherd.
Here.
Next is my husband.
Here.
And then it's the Cheryl.
I'm here. What am I supposed to be looking at? There's like a lot of piles of things.
Here you go.
Should be the first couple pages.
Oh, is this?
The agenda and then the minutes. That's today's agenda, compensation. And then you have minutes.
So is this what's supposed to be in our binders? This now? Okay.
Anybody else who'd like to? Thank you so much.
And are you looking for an approval on the July 7th minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry, please, if you would do the July 7th minutes first.
I make a motion to approve July 7th meeting
Second.
minutes.
All in favor?
I haven't even seen them yet.
Okay, we'll stand by.
In the meanwhile, I would like to ask a question. I see that in quotations we have that the research indicated that the number was entered twice in the error on the administrative office supplies.
Yes. You were asked why that number was so high, and I had them go back and redo the information. We did.
Would you actually look at an itemized receipt on that?
I don't know, Eric, did you have that? Yes.
What were those purchases that were made?
The purchases were made, remember, we only had one. budget, but we shared it with three different departments, which is the police department, admin, and janitorial.
When I say itemized, I mean line item. Do we know what the purchases were?
I don't have the purchases from the Hudson office.
In front of me.
I've had a chance to look at the July 7th meeting minutes and I'm ready to vote. Approved as written for me.
Well, I have a question there, we'll dig deeper into that and get an answer. I would go back to the next sentence. We looked at the street department gas receipts. They filled the major truck twice. They filled the dump truck, and they've been cutting a lot more gas, which takes into account our diesel increase for the summer months.
Can we come back to that once we get into that? Because I don't even know what y'all are looking at. Are we approving the minutes?
For
That
July
was July
7th.
7th. Yeah. Justin, the vote's with you, I think.
My vote is no. I'm not confident in the research performed as we have not shown any itemized receipts. And I feel as if, the council is accountable for these receipts. And if we don't have proper research on the $1,300, I just don't think that that's in our best viable interest to approve these minutes if we don't know exactly what we're approving. So my answer is no.
Yeah, so where are you looking at that on the meeting? On the minutes? Am I missing it?
July the 7th,
Uh-huh, that's what we're
On-
referring to.
Page 2.
number 10, council comments. It says that council member Justin Flowers wanted to know why the administration office supplies were so high. If you can remember, they were $1,300.
Right.
In quotes, it says that research indicated the number was entered twice in error.
Got you. Okay, I'm following.
So we're
Okay.
looking at approximately $700, give or take, and we'll get an itemized list.
So, Councilman Flowers, are you wanting just the record to state something else for now? That way, you know what I mean, just to
Yes.
make sure it's the record is stated for someone else looking at
For the record, we'll come up with the itemized list for the $700 or plus for Hudson office supplies for the month of.
So if this document was to go to court, we're saying yes to it. Can Councilman Flowers, Councilman Haskins go in court and say, absolutely, the research was done and this was made in error? I can't say that right now. So I don't know what the remedy is, but
Well, I think the record is to reflect what was discussed in the comments.
so is it, do we subtract that?
So he needs to take off the,
Discussed and it needs to be in there.
well, the research indicated the numbers were entered twice. That was not what we discussed though, so that wouldn't technically be in the minutes. That's just stating what had happened. So that needs to be removed from the minutes because it was not the actual discussion. That was the action. Okay, so we're voting to remove that.
Right. I'll make a motion to approve the July 7th minutes with the correction made to remove that actionable statement.
Second.
Yes.
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 What's in parentheses?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect. Great job, team.
Please look at the July 21st, which was a,
21st.
which was a meeting where we did not have a quorum and only two things happened.
Yes.
looking for approval of the July 21st. So let's ask those down first.
It looks to me like there were public comments that were made during this meeting that aren't mentioned anywhere on this. So I'm definitely not approving them the way they're written.
What do you and that, because that's all I have.
There were comments that were made pertaining to some work that was done on the budget by,
Well, I thought there was
why was that not allowed?
ask Mayor.
It was public comments, it should be in the meeting.
Yeah,
That's
public
not part of
comments,
the meeting,
no.
minutes.
We have to addendum those two, make sure, because you had them on recording, right? Yeah.
So those public comments should be in minutes,
Yes.
and they're not.
Coming back. We can let those go and put an addendum in and have a review at a following meeting. Councilman Rodriguez made the motion to table those with the addendum be published.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would you like to make that motion?
Motion to table until the addendum is added to those minutes.
Second?
All in favor?
Yes.
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 Can we vote if we want here?
Oh, that's correct.
Yeah, just kidding.
Wasn't here.
Justin and Courtney are just, Todd and Courtney are just kidding. They can't vote. We weren't here. We're right. Is this our first meeting? I'm confused.
Moving on to new business, I think all the council members did have,
Old business.
I'm sorry, old business.
Mary, you need to get an approval on your agenda.
Yeah. All the council members, I think, had offers for the city hall. I found out today that the offer from Brandon, make sure I got his name right, Williams, is being brought back. And I don't know if you've had a chance to look at all these. I also had information from the realtor that there may be also another offer. If you haven't had a chance to review them, that basically is the notice from Carlos Flores and trying to find his name here. Perry T. Champ were the two that are still in place. Again, that is something that we can table and continue to work. The council has not seen or understand what those offers are. And I don't know if all the council members saw all three offers.
I don't know.
Okay, then we need to get the what about,
Is that, so is old business supposed to say real estate offers for Old Town Hall instead of officers?
That's what I want.
Okay.
Is that right? Offers instead of office? I
yes.
wondered what that meant.
But again,
Offers.
that is something that, since everybody has not seen, we'll make sure that packets are given to the other council members. And we can, again, table that until the other meeting.
You need a motion to table it?
Not that one, I don't. A list of monthly expenses is in your file, paper. Now falls under the new business. Sir. Probably not. Ask for approval on the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
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 I will tell you, I'm missing a lot of paperwork. I got a big stack of ALM stuff,
Sure.
and I got the police report, I got one list of accounts, and I got the SOCR
Is the,
report, that's all I have.
This document, monthly expenses in your book,
There's nothing in my, there was nothing in my book when I came in.
I have these business proposals, but we should have these.
It's all so confused, our books are not together. How many pages are those supposed to
I
be?
got this,
I got this, and I got that. That's all I got.
You don't have these?
you know, less training crap. I don't have,
That's all it is.
No, we're looking for this one. There.
what about the vertical statement?
Monthly expenses as of 7/7.
Oh, that's-
Yeah, I don't have that either.
Monthly expenses as of the 7th of,
Monthly expenses, the I3 vertical statement, I don't have that either.
I don't have that.
Gracie, you have copies of the I3 vertical statement?
The whole statement or I put those out last week? That's from the last meeting, but I can go make extra copies of those real quick.
this one?
I have that. I
You
put,
don't have that one, I believe.
This one.
You have August. We're looking for the
I don't have that
monthly
either.
expenses
Wait,
there.
this
Is that
is-
where we're at?
Yeah,
That's the
this
big
is, she's
one.
asking I3 vertical. This is the billing for the garbage is I3 vertical, which is what these two pages here are. So, with her pie chart.
That's fine.
You don't have that either?
It's this.
So who puts together the binders for the meetings?
There. But
I
that's,
did, but if it-
Oh, this is
I
July.
don't include it.
Yeah, that's right.
we have the I3 vertical. You have one there? That one?
This.
Yes, that's it. Well, that's justice.
I'm still not sure what we're supposed to be looking at. I'm so
Sorry,
sorry.
look at
The bill, that's the big one, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. This,
I don't have any bills to look at.
you don't got this giant thing?
Mine have to do this.
Yeah, they were on a separate document.
We're so sorry, Brandon.
I'm sorry. I know it says public comments, but we don't not receive these minutes. I've never been to one of these, but
They received.
I mean, we're all sitting here and you're conversing between yourselves. We
Yeah,
not
this
get those
is not,
minutes ahead
this
of
is not
time.
normal,
I
this
don't know
isn't
where-
normally what happens. Typically, we have everything in a binder in order, that's why we're all just as confused, I'm sure, as all of you are, so I'm so sorry, we appreciate you being here, we want you to come back, it's so important y'all are here. And we wanna be a good reflection, we're just trying to figure out what went wrong and where right now, if that makes any sense. We do apologize for the inconvenience.
They don't have this. That's the bills for July.
That's why I brought all the figures for them to review. And you just worked it out.
I don't think they can review those bills in that whole. They can if they wish, but I don't think that's gonna do them any good.
Instead of writing,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn, and then we can set a time to meet again.
Okay.
Well, I would like to at least do a couple items, if we could amend that.
We at least need to get to the public comments, at least give these people an
Yeah,
opportunity to voice
fine.
anything.
Don't forget about the resolution for the senior center. That absolutely needs to be done tonight.
We've got 3 resolutions that need to be done date-wise.
These aren't. I don't, am I crazy? Is that on the agenda? Okay, so,
I second Councilman Flowers' motion.
yes.
We have one document, we could just discuss it. The others are not.
Yes.
Good. Okay, can we amend this to highlight, in order for us to meet election requirements? Because this came up this afternoon, that's why it's not on there. We had contact with ALM and the clerk from Elba, that you can pass that down, but we have to designate as of the 11th. So we could put it off, actually, but we have to designate the people that are going to be poll workers for the election.
Anybody want to be a poll worker?
I gave him forward with all the phone numbers.
We've got the 4 names on the resolution,
All right.
and that is as of the 11th. If we hold another special meeting within the week, that can also be tabled.
Let's just get that done if we can do it.
You still have a motion on the table.
Yes.
Amend it or.
I was just saying, can we amend that motion to have that signed so we can get the
I
poll
mean, I
workers
think we have a
designated?
motion on the table to adjourn at
Yes.
this point, and it's been seconded at
So
this
we're
point.
not gonna give the public a chance to do comments.
I'd like to give them that opportunity. I feel like they deserve that personally. So I'd like, can we table the motion to adjourn and make an exception to allow public comments? I'd like to first and foremost apologize. I think that this is not the norm. So I'd like to make a motion to move forward on the agenda to public comments, and open the floor to that. I'm about to make a motion to skip all this other stuff or not.
Second.
Yes.
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 Skipping on to public comments.
This young lady here mentioned that you have to get something done about the senior center tonight. Now you're not going to do that.
It does not have, my understanding,
They can call a
Yeah.
special meeting this week and get
Yes.
it taken care of.
Yes.
They won't be here. What goes on?
And we have a date, but our date is the 11th of August, so we still have time to publish this other resolution.
we just want to make sure it's done on the proper, in the proper way to make sure everything's on the floor, since it's not on
Yep.
the agenda. We sit down, we're just now hearing it for the
I
first
think we
time.
have to consider also special meetings are one topic items. If not wrong mistaken. I can see where we can table the discussion that we're having here in reference to bills and the credit card statements and hold a special meeting for those 2 items. That's the financial. We have the 1 item here for the poll workers and 2 documents that need to be signed in order for the new senior center director to be able to handle the financials for the senior center.
Can we hold off on that and finish these public comments, since that's what we're in the middle of right now, and then
We
we'll go
can.
back to that?
I live in Mayberry, the retention ponds that are in front of our, Mayberry entryway, the retention ponds. Can you contact somebody to get those cleaned out again? They're back filled up, grass and trees are back growing, and then I know once before we contacted someone to come clean those out. It looks horrible in front of our, subdivision.
And to add on to that, Mayor, while
We know,
when we go to do that, there needs to be checked on the overflow pond we did back behind here that affected Mayberry
think who's gonna did the maintenance on that. I know we have a contract, I think the contract might be annual. I don't know if we have a contact number for him, but I think his name was Danny Harris. If I'm
Danny
not
Harris,
mistaken. Yeah, I think so.
we'll check our contract. Anybody else? Sir, give his name and,
I'm Jim Smith, in Mayberry. I'd like to go back to July 7th and Mr. Flowers' comment on the $1,300 that became $750. Apparently you closed the minutes. So did you approve spending $750? Did you approve $1,300? What did you actually do? And where's it stand today, based off of your actions?
It was expenses that we saw on the last bill, and Mr. Flowers had asked where the money had went. We had saw that an amount was spent, and we didn't understand what it was spent on. The council did not understand. So Mr. Flowers had asked for documentation of what the money went to, and we just still were not provided that information. So that's why we took that out of the minutes.
Yeah, but you still don't have the information.
No, that's why we took it out of the minutes, and they have to get us an itemized receipt. So it wasn't us voting on anything to spend, or it's
But
already
you
been
closed
spent.
the minutes, so the action item now moves to these minutes?
No, those were previous minutes. They were just the minutes, and it was just what we discussed. That was just a bill.
I have the action item to get an itemized list of what was spent for that $750.
Well, why don't we have an itemized bill every time for every bill? Why is
Susan, if you want to say something, please stand up.
You know the thing. Richardson, and I want to know why, when Eric brings his paperwork in and you've got a bill to Hudson Office Supply for $1,000, where is the itemized statement? It needs to be clipped
Okay,
to it, and then you can see it, no question.
thank you.
Mine was.
Yes, ma'am. State your name, please.
Vicky Harrison. Did y'all pay the bills is my question. And
Yes.
how much did you pay? The 1,300?
No, ma'am.
Okay. But y'all found it before then, so but they today did not have what the
No,
amount was.
As was stated, they went back and noticed that it was double billed, and we only paid the original amount once.
It all went to one
Yes.
business,
Yes, ma'am, one
so that should
business.
have been easy to
But
find.
there are 3 accounts in that business. The police department, the administrative, and janitorial,
All buying from that
all work under
business.
that Hudson Office Supply business.
Well, I just want to make sure our bills are paid and we don't look like a town that don't pay our bills.
Now, there was not a motion made to pay any bills tonight.
No, sir, but I'm talking about on when y'all did it on that
No,
July
on
7th.
that other day.
It's what I'm questioning. Did you pay the bills?
Yes,
Did y'all vote to pay it, and then found out you paid it without knowing what the problem
If I
was?
recall correctly, Ms. Vicky, we voted to pay the bills with the consideration to research what
Okay.
that $1,300 were, because none of us knew.
Okay, thank you.
yes, sir.
I go back to my original question. Did we pay $750 or did we pay $1,300?
No,
Transparency, we have no clue. We don't know.
There we go.
There we go.
that's what we paid half of that, what that was. It was entered twice in there, we paid for one. The Hudson Office Supply, but we'll get an itemized list.
And if it was $1,300, it was double that, it's 6
Okay, 6 there. Any other comments?
Yeah, if we've got transparency, why do I have to pay $78 to get a copy of the credit card statement? And don't look at me like that, you know I did.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I asked for the credit card statement back in February. He told me it would be $50 to get it. They charged me 2 hours of labor, which I wrote a check for $78.
Todd, it's the public records request form that I gave you.
You didn't give me one. I didn't fill
I
one
was,
out.
man,
But I don't think the citizens
what
should
she's
have
talking
to
about
pay
is the
to
public
get
records
information
request.
from the town.
What she's talking about is the public records request. It's a $50 deposit to start a record search. And then it's an hourly amount for people doing the search. And then it's 50 cents per page per copy you get.
Which is totally ridiculous, because that
Ma'am,
credit
that's your
card,
opinion. That's
No.
not what we do.
that
That
credit
is your
card
opinion.
statement was in the
You can't
file.
say
It
that's
took
totally
3
ridiculous.
minutes to pull it. It took 3 minutes to pull it.
Thank you for your opinion.
My opinion is just as valuable as yours. Thank you.
But it was the public records request. Our public records request ordinance it's all,
Well, why
Laid
does
out.
the public have to pay it?
Ordinance, policy, that's.
it's both.
But
It's
any-
a federal,
Citizen that wants a copy. Why?
That's
If it's transparent, we should be paying for it.
I can go get you a copy of the public records request form right now.
Well,
With
do
the
it.
codes and everything.
And you're not in charge of this.
I'm a citizen, I'm here, I'm speaking my mind.
That's right.
That's right.
We got enough of your mind.
Well, you may get
Please,
some more out of it.
Did you fill out a request for information?
For what?
For what you just asked
Did you
for.
say, Eric,
No, I told you what I wanted.
Yes.
did you receive your information, Ms. Faye?
I did, I paid $78 to get it.
Okay.
Which I think, well, I mean, that's something.
And that's how
That
transparent we are.
sounds like a pretty high fee to me, just to get a copy of the credit card. $78 sounds a little
And it also
excessive.
depends on how many pages that were downloaded, so we can get right down to it and the fact that I've dealt with that website personally. in the past. I don't know if that's the sound.
How long has that ordinance been in effect?
Forever and a day.
Yeah, we do either we enforce the ordinance.
It's a public records request. Thank you. Thank you, Lily.
Well, the thing is too,
It's got the code on it, and I believe it's a federal code, and I can grab
Got
it.
to get this moved. This is a mess. Okay, is there any more public, is there any more
Yeah,
public
anybody else in the
comment?
public?
Perfect. Thank you so much. This is a mess. I'm embarrassed. Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is a mess. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about this.
Yes.
are we gonna have council comments or adjourn?
Well, we went basically to public comments. I still have 2 documents that if the senior center is gonna work their accounts, they need to be approved. And we can table the poll workers' comments till the second meeting.
What if we table the bills? Because we need to look through those.
That's what we were saying.
And then let Gracie do her garbage report. Let the police department do their reports. That way we can get, they don't have to come back for our special meeting. Like we're gonna knock all
You
those out.
can't do all that in a special meeting.
Well, let's knock it out while they're here.
I think we can knock out a number of these things and table a special meeting for the bills and the credit card statements. And we'll set up a date, later this week, first of next week.
I think we should at least get the resolutions done since they're already ready.
Perfect. I make a motion to table the bills and the credit card statements for a special meeting held this week.
We can do that.
Second. Yes.
All in favor?
Yes.
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 Okay, we have 2 resolutions here that I'm going to pass down. One is to remove Faye Richardson from the accounts as of the date. I'll pass that one down. The second resolution is to add Natasha Kohler in place as of the date. So that she can operate.
I'm gonna write in my name on
this line, since it says vacant District 3, are we making this correction manually?
This one's actually. While the signing goes, the appointment of election officers, again, is due the 11th, but we have 4 volunteers, and Arlene Isak, Linda Gilbert, Barbara Cole, and Barbara McKenzie. And while those are being signed, we had it. There is in order to make sure it's on the record, I am appointing with the advice of the Housing Authority and 2 members of the Housing Authority, which I talked to, Mr. Josh Elliott, to the Housing Authority. New commissioner as requested. If we look at the department reports, garbage report is first. And I think everybody had a copy of that.
For the month of July, we billed out a total in receivables. This includes delinquents, $14,402. We have a total of 51 delinquents, but that's down 21 accounts and $118 from last month. We are in the good by $101.32, with the exception of the delinquents. Then your second page is your projected amounts for August. And it's pretty much it's identical because it's just projected. We have 519 accounts with 596 cans that get tipped every month so far. And for the month of July, we received $10,343 with a total of 425 transactions.
Questions?
And I don't know if you still have it from the last meeting, the thing Alan held up and mentioned. That was the printout for just sending the delinquents. It costed, I believe, $70.40 to send the delinquent letters through our print and mail system, and it costs $95 to do it in-house.
And it resulted in a dropping of over 20 people coming in and paying delinquent fees. Clerk, any comments? Fire department, please.
So thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm stepping in for Chief Wood tonight. He couldn't be here. He's out of town. So for the past month on EMS runs, our medical calls, we had 40. Lift assists were 6. Service calls for trees, we talked about trees earlier, 6 of those. Vehicle fires, we had 3. False alarm calls 2. And then motor vehicle crashes, we had 6 for a total of 63 in this past month.
Is that above or below what you've been averaging?
That's about average. We average between 60 and 70 a month. Yes, sir. Which is higher than years past. But the past couple of years, we've averaged between 60 and 70 a month. And if I can say something just real quick, just to remind the public that school starts back this week. Please be safe on the roads. All those kids are going to be out getting ready to go to school and be on the roads. So we're trying to do the same thing out in the county, just build some awareness this week with all the kids going back to school. So stay safe. We're here if you need us, but hopefully you don't need us. Thank you all for your support.
Please report, sir.
Month of July, we had 2 speeding tickets, 2 no driver's license, 2 suspended, 1 expired license, 1 expired tag, 2 insurance violations, 23 warning citations issued, 1 off-road truck off-route, 2 tinted windows, 6 information reports, 2 breaking and entering of the vehicle, 1 traffic accident that we did, 2 harassments, and 1 criminal mission.
Any, I think the 1 criminal mischief, did we explain what that happened and who, and what happened with that?
I do not have knowledge of that.
You don't have that yet?
Yes.
Dale Grimes is on a 3-day semi-annual police chief training mission right now on the website.
Can I ask something at the police department or not?
If you wish.
Can you write tickets for people that don't stop at a stop sign?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you could write a pile of them at Lawrence and Front Porch Way. They just go right through that stop sign, to the right, to the left, all day long. Okay, thank you.
And just to clarify, that's in Mayberry, right?
Mayberry, yes, Mayberry. I'm sorry.
Just for those who might not know.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, Andrew Street too.
Ms. Culver, Senior Center report.
Beginning funds on hand is $1,126.49. Total expenditures, $917.13. Balance of funds on hand, $1,285.55.
Question? Okay, so, yeah, we got the copies of the Senior Center report. Can you email us a copy of yours, Grant?
Yes, sir.
And you email it to clerk and Jeremy, bring a copy down so we make copies. Street Department, we had questions about earlier, and they want to bring it up during the forum. The Street Department does order asphalt by the pallet full. And as the Water Department does tear up the road, some of the positions that need to be settled, and I don't remember the name, right, 2 streets behind McKenna. There's a number of areas that are on the list to be repaired, but that area has been filled in with the yellow dirt and rock, and is now settling, so those are areas that are gonna be filled, but we do asphalt those areas as the repairs are required, but it does take some time. The other thing is, during the last week, I've had one worker was out sick and then went on vacation, so we've been down to one man for the year. I will make a comment that we are looking to hire a supervisor. I know that's something that a number of people have commented on, but we do need a supervisor in the street department, and we're going to try to see that the budget will support that position. And the rest of this, under my comments, we can table to the next meeting.
So then does the council get to do comments?
Yes, I'm saying any other comments that I had for reference.
I got a whole pile.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure. About 2.5 months ago, we went over to 603 South Ainsley Street, which is John and Lucille Edwards' house. And because you told me you didn't know that there was a culvert over there that needed work, and I took you there in my own truck and showed it to you. And here we are 2.5 months later, and not a thing has been done, and I'd like to know why.
Can't answer that.
Okay. Now I'm going to fast forward to, or actually go back to our June 2nd meeting. Councilman Flowers asked for a detailed street department report for you to provide to the council. You refused, right?
Mm-hmm.
June 16th meeting, Councilman Flowers asked about what was going on with the previously agreed upon dirt road maintenance for Bird Mill, Grist Mill, Knight Street, Willow,
Bird Mill up.
and you had no information. You had no information. We had the July 7th meeting. There was no information. Nothing was said.
What
Nothing was
information you want on the dirt roads?
So on July 9th, 2 days after that meeting, I was over at 419 Fitzsimmons Street, who happens to be Nick Reeves, who is Will Reeves' older brother and Cody Reeves' father. And he went on to tell me a story about how you had been at his property on 3 separate occasions. I know at least once with Councilman Askins. And you went once by yourself, the second time you went back with yourself and the county, and the third time you went back was with yourself and the DOT, trying to figure out a solution for the drain runoff off of Fitzsimmons that's going on to his property because the road is not properly graded. And he talked to me, he was pretty frustrated, telling me that he had been trying to reach you for about 6 months, and he wasn't able to get you to return his calls. And then when he finally did talk to you, you told him that you had never been out to his property.
And I don't think that's correct. We've been out to his property a number of times.
Cody Reeves was here.
That's
So
fine.
I was there every time that you showed up there. I was there the one time when Mr. Todd come by.
You're
himself
talking
on
about the
6th
left
Street.
side of the road.
Correct, right there on the corner of
On the
9th Street
corner.
and Fitzsimmons.
I think the discussions we've had with DOT,
And I
the
was
county.
there with you when you come out with the state, well, first you come out with the street department, and they said that was over their head. So then you come out with the county. The
And-
county said that that was gonna be something on the state level. Then you come back out with the state again. Since then, you've tried to they have tried to reach you on numerous occasions, and the last time he spoke with you on the phone, I was standing right there, he had you on speaker, and you said you had no recollection of me. To him.
Then I may not have known exactly what area you're looking at, but that, looking at DOT, you're talking about the left side of Fitzsimmons as you're going north.
Correct.
Okay. Right now is what I've been told by either county or DOT, that project would probably be cost prohibitive to our town to completely redo that road.
Well, could you reach out to him and try to find a solution, as to what he can get done? Because, unfortunately, he wasn't able to be here tonight, he's got a sick kid in Birmingham.
Okay.
But, from what I've been told, is he has contacted a lawyer, and there is a next step gonna be involved with this.
We can get the
So
county
he's
back
wanting to
out
give-
there and get an estimate on what it would cost us.
He's wanting to give the town a chance to make things right before he goes the next step.
Give me his information.
Sure will.
So through the course of dealing with that complaint, I had another citizen approach me who was also not happy with the condition of Fitzsimmons Road, saying, well, it's funny that the mayor can go and gravel Bird Mill Road all he wants, but he can't take care of things over here in our neck of the woods.
You know, all of the roads have got equal.
I'm not done.
All of the roads have got
I'm not
equal
done
work
talking
on.
yet. So I didn't want to just take the citizen's word for it. So I went and drove the road myself that day. This is Bird Mill Road.
This is what?
This is Bird Mill Road, your road.
Okay.
That's got more gravel on it than I have ever seen since I've been here. Fully gravel, right? Now Councilman Flowers asked you, what was going on with the dirt road? And you claimed you had no knowledge. And here we are 2 days after the meeting and your road is freshly graveled.
So the road hasn't been gravelled and
Tell me that is not freshly graveled. Anybody with two eyeballs can see that that's freshly graveled. So
Give them a date, please.
that's July 9th.
Yes,
That's
that
July
road
9th.
has not been freshly gravelled except the first 200 meters by the Cowboy Church.
So, okay. Irregardless of
Have you
anything,
seen that part of the road?
I'm gonna put. I drove the length of Bird Mill Road
Okay.
from 84 all the way to the end, and it was like that the entire way. So, with that in mind, you talk about transparency and how you're being open with the public, and I don't see it that way. So,
It's your opinion.
right here, right now, I am putting a motion on the floor to restrict your spending. You can't spend more than $1,000 out of any account or on any credit card without approval from the town council first.
And we had that before, and it does make it easier for us to keep track of the expenditures like we're talking about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and second that.
Go ahead. I mean, that road has not been gravelled for months.
Could we get receipts? Could we get receipts showing when we purchased?
I have asked for receipts for this recent gravel work that's been done, and none have been provided.
That's because it hasn't been gravelled.
So we've got a motion on the table. It's been
Go ahead.
seconded.
So
Vote it up or down.
yes.
I'm voting yes, but I want to just show you and Todd. When Kathy was here, she had $1,000 limit. Ralph was here, had $1,000 limit. When he came, I sat here and I said, we need to put a cap on the mayor's spending. You can find it in the minutes. Every last one of y'all sitting up here in that moment said, no, he needs to be able to take care of emergencies and do this and this, that, and the third. And we had $5,000 bill coming here, $4,000 bill coming here. Now all of a sudden it's very funny and strange to me that it's a great idea, but I'm for it. But I just want to stick a pin in it that I've been saying this a long time ago. So yes, is my vote. Yes.
And I'll get you the county receipt on when last time they gravelled that road. Yes.
Yes.
Go ahead. That's fine.
The county pays for the
Because
gravel.
the next time there's an emergency in town,
Pay for the gravel.
the money does not come out of the general fund, for one thing.
I said out of any fund. I didn't say the general fund. That means gas tax fund, any fund that the town has access to. You can't spend more than $1,000.
I thought it was crazy when we paid $5,000 for a tree. I still feel like that was the most insane thing I ever saw.
And that was cheap.
That was crazy.
Wow. I don't know what you're standing up
I
for.
thought we have a truck.
I'm not sure if he's done yet.
I'm done.
Were we proposing anything new for garbage pickup, the MDI?
Sorry, what'd you say?
What, not MDI, were we proposing? Was there a new
Meridian.
proposal for garbage pickup? Were we getting quotes from somebody else?
I did get a quote from MDI. I don't have it right in front of me. It should have been with your packets from the last meeting. But he's gonna give us 10 free cans for the city to utilize for city buildings, park, senior center, all those places. And it's a 3-year contract. He said he could give it to us cheaper if we went to 5 years, but we would have to put, at 3 years, we'd have to put our garbage up to, I think, $17 and change for it to cover the garbage.
It'd be almost
So it's gonna go up, it would go up a
$1.50
little bit. But MDI, he said, Sadler, I think is his name. He said that he can guarantee any problems we have, they can be back same day or the next day because they service Elba, they just took over a new place. I can't remember what he said, up by Dothan. They just took up a new place over there by Dothan.
Currently, we're paying $15 per
And
can.
83 cents.
And this will go to $17.10. So we just got to make a decision on whether we want to change service
Worth it to
providers
me.
for trash, seeing the independability that we've seen with Meridian.
Correct.
So,
However, they still won't pick up the landfill items. That'll all still stay the same.
I got you.
So it would only be household garbage that they would pick up.
Do we have a contract with Meridian?
Yes, no, we have a contract with,
Meridian.
Meridian, not MDI, with Meridian.
When's our contract up?
It's not
Next year.
supposed to be up until 26.
26. There is a stipulation in the contract that we're getting very close to, that we can give them a 180-day notice. And I've reviewed, I think, a couple people, and you can come in and review the contract, but there's no stipulation in there for just canceling the contract like tomorrow.
Right. And just out of my own curiosity, right now we have Meridian, who's picking up trash. You know what you've been dealing with at your own house. We have the opportunity to transition over to the MDI for an increased amount from $15.83 to $17.10 to cover the cost. Show of hands, would you be willing to go to the MDI for a more reliable service? Just show of hands.
Plus the,
Reliable service. Or just a problem.
Because we never know if they come in Monday or Tuesday,
You know,
they come in at all.
I personally believe that we can get out of the contract because the services that we pay for are not properly rendered.
I had a question about that contract, because that contract was actually with Arrow, not Meridian.
Right,
And Meridian bought them out. So I have a question if that contract is even legal.
it is.
it is,
It is, unfortunately.
So
we've already researched that.
Yeah.
So we just need to make a decision on whether we're going to transition to the MDI or stay with Meridian. Today, I know in Mayberry they did pick up before noon for the first time in months, but we just need to make a decision on that.
I can have Heath here at the work session.
Okay. That probably would be a good idea.
But he and I have a great working relationship with each other. Yeah.
I got you. Well, we just want to make sure that the voice of the people is heard on that particular topic.
And the only other thing I'm looking at doing is having the lawyer review the contract to see how we can cancel the one with Meridian.
You're very good. I think that's all that I have at this moment. Thank you.
I don't think I've ever been this frustrated at a meeting, and I sat through a bunch of them, and there's actually been more serious topics, I feel like. I called up here this morning 5 times, okay, and not one person answered the phone. And when I called, I was told I've been putting out fires all day, and I asked, is there anything I can do to help? For us to sit down, and this is not personal, for us to sit down at this meeting and not have a single thing in order to go with this agenda, and there be no kind of order to this meeting, that is inexcusable. Not to mention, the meeting last time was postponed. So there's been extra time to gather this information and put it into a way where we can give it out to the public, and we know what we're looking at, and we know what we're doing. And I just want to say right now publicly, if this happens again and y'all are putting out fires to the point where we can't have a meeting in order, please call me, because I'm serious whenever I say, is there anything I can do to help? And I will come up here and I will put those binders together myself and make sure they're on. Absolutely will do that. I appreciate everything y'all do, but this tonight is inexcusable, and this is a direct reflection on what we're showing our town when we have a public forum of how the office is being run.
Yes, ma'am.
This is inexcusable to me. I volunteer to help moving forward, and I would like, that's just absurd. I apologize to all of you. You shouldn't have had to witness any of that, and I encourage y'all to come back and ask those tough questions that you're asking, because they need to be asked. Thank y'all for being here tonight, and I hope to see you again soon. Yes, sir.
Can I ask one more question? The delinquent garbage. You're all business owners. Your business is New Brockton. Oh, yeah, you are.
Yes.
Okay, when she read off what was going on, who's overdue 60 days, 90 days, 120 days?
She has that list.
Well, but these people didn't care. Or they, are you aware? Who's
Yeah.
over 120 days?
Oh, we care, and these are questions we ask every single meeting. But we have policies in play where the garbage can's taken, but I mean, the execution isn't on the council. That falls on.
I'm just talking about the flow of money.
Oh, we care.
I mean,
promise
did
we
we
care.
approve $1,300 or $750?
We absolutely care.
I mean, we don't know. And that's a crime.
We don't disagree.
As the people come up delinquent on the accounts, we send out delinquent letters. If they don't respond, we take the cans away. That's why the list was at over 70 people, and now it's down closer to 50. But we still have people that are on that list who fail to come in and pay their garbage bill even after the can has been picked up. In order for them to get the can back, they have to come in and pay the delinquent fee, and we re-deliver the can.
So when do we pull the can?
And
How far past you?
Policy says 120 days.
120 days. So we have, I think, on that list, 7 people that are at that point. But we seem to have a consistent number of people who fail to come in and pay the bill. Mr. Askew.
Right, few things. I know you're frustrated. I've been there, but here's my question to you, is that how many of these districts do you think were ran with opposition on this next election? Not one. So that goes to show the involvement that is here. Not a single district is running contested. I'm tickled to death that we got 3 candidates for mayor. At least you have a choice. But all of the districts, all of you, I guess you settled for not having a choice in who represents your district. And that's on the citizens themselves for that, for not being involved. 'Cause I'm just as frustrated as you are. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not staying on. I didn't run for re-election. That's just a comment I had. The second thing is to the council. I contacted Mr. Walker down in Tallahassee. I've asked him to send the ordinances that have been codified. However, they've not been corrected. So that means that you're gonna have to go through each individual one because they've not been corrected, meaning it's still gonna be a mess. And so, one of the goals that I've had was to get this website, and we need to make sure that these in their entirety get posted to that website so they can see what mess it is. It holds everyone accountable. Whether it's them making a complaint, they can see what the ordinance is, and more importantly, it's going to be holding this body and the mayor accountable of what the town's supposed to do.
I think we ran through all the ordinances before you came on board.
Yeah. So they should be presented back to the town without any of the lawyers' recommended corrections or anything. They're just coming straight to us. And that's gonna be a task that you guys are gonna have to tackle on this next week.
Todd, can I ask you a question?
Yes, ma'am.
How did we even know that election was coming up and the districts, we got people asking me all the time, I don't even know what district I'm in, they'll say, and, you know, we heard about it was election time, but it was too late to even come sign up. I'm a previous city council member from 20 years ago. Had a business in this town 25 years, flower shop in this town. Had a catering business, had a party pass. I know what goes on this, but I had got out of the politics of this town. And Mr. Cole was mayor then, if you don't know Mr. Cole, but he was there. But how did we know that it was, most of us don't even know where to even go, what district we in. I live on Main Street. I think you're my representative, Justin. But, I have people that want it. I'm sorry. I'm on the left hand side of Austin Connect Church.
So, Ms. Vicky, part of that answer then is,
How did we know when, you know, about running
that's
the
the way
movement?
part of it, it's always been done, and that's what we need to fix, like with this website, is we're now in the 21st century, most people have access to the web. People are not gonna take their time out here and come see what's posted on the front door.
Can we not advertise?
But we did
or
make an attempt, there
something?
was information on the new website,
I don't have your website, I'm sorry.
and that's something that we have to do better to
Don't,
get the
didn't know
word out.
anything about it, but
Was it put in the paper?
I can get it to you.
was it printed in the
Yes.
paper?
Was
Was
it
it put out?
put in the paper?
The other thing, the other thing,
Dates and
It was
stuff?
put on the paper, and I put it out on what's happening in New
You
Brockton.
and see, if, you know, all of us older people don't get into all of that. And I want people to even know the day of voting and
we're
stuff,
gonna,
you know,
we are gonna,
and where to go vote. They don't
we
even
have a
know
sign
where to
that's
go
going
vote.
up in the front of the city hall, hopefully this week, with all that information.
It needs to be out,
Because,
because the
again,
people know to come vote.
Most people in the state of Alabama do not understand that all municipalities, every town, every city is voting on the 26th of August, which is separate from the midterm national elections and the federal elections. So the next time the city votes will be in 2029, 4 years from now.
Y'all remember that.
But you're correct. Most people do not understand that the whole state, we published what we could. I don't want to make an excuse, but the only newspaper we really publish is the Elba Clipper. And I know many people don't get that either. So we are relying on the webpage to try to put information out on dates and places.
Put it on the water bill or something. I know we don't probably read that, the fine print or something. Y'all.
We have put some information out on the garbage bill.
Or something, yeah. Oh, yeah, y'all send that on the garbage bills when it really, that's in an envelope, big print, we can read it and see it. I mean, but let us know. You know, we had no idea that we even had,
We're happy somebody's getting the bill.
somebody for, you know, that was in time to run for city council. Thank you.
Oh, I have one question in garbage, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I think I've spoken to the gentleman in the back on numerous times, and you as well. I have a check from December, which is when I believe that y'all started taking over.
About October.
Or whatever.
Okay.
I still have a check that never cleared. He tells me that he deposits some timely, but now we just started paying like 3 months in advance because we don't want to come over here and have to deal with it. And then you had mentioned mailing it. Well, that's 78 cents to mail it, and I live right over in Mayberry. I can walk over, which I told you.
There's a number of ways you can pay the bill.
And also, you mentioned doing it online. Well,
Yes,
that's 2.5%. Isn't that what you told me?
Depends
pay it
on,
online.
depends on if you come in and give a check to our assistant.
Exactly. I give it
I
to
mean,
him.
give your
or
credit
my
card to
husband.
her, there's a fee.
Well, yeah, but why do I want to pay you 2.5%? I mean, you know, it's easy to walk over here.
Depends on where you bank. Mine comes out of my bank. I'm not paying any of that. There's a number of different ways, at least 3 or 4 that I'm aware of.
Stop and see me on your way out.
Yeah.
If you have your check number and everything, I'll look
Let's,
at the system.
We should have a way though to figure out check.
That's okay, I just.
Oh, the money is in my bank.
Yeah, we just got
But you
$318.
giving me free garbage.
Yeah. He said
That's
he
how it's
deposited,
simple.
not you, Justin, but he said.
Mr. Ralph.
I just want to say, I understand that y'all are frustrated. We're frustrated too. I promise. I encourage you to come to every single meeting. Sit out here and see what we deal with. Because in my opinion, if you want to see a difference, you've got to be willing to step up and help make a difference. Which is the reason why I decided to take this position. Had anybody ran against me, I wouldn't have ran again. Because this is a headache and a half. Okay, it really, really is. The things that we have to deal with are way more than people realize.
Oh, no,
So
I know.
I highly encourage you, come to these meetings because we're asking all these questions. We don't get the answers to them, and most of the time the disorganization is across the entire town, and that's not something the council has a hand on. We don't
control the supervision.
yeah, we don't, that's not our job. We don't get to handle those functions. So we understand your frustrations. We're frustrated too. Come to the meetings, ask your questions, and see what everything's about. That's all I got.
Last item, it's dark outside. The New Brockton Town dumpster is back off the side of City Hall. That's a quarterly thing. The final item, which is, I think, the motion that Mr. Rodriguez and Mr. Flowers have, is to set a date to discuss the bills and credit card. What date are you guys looking at?
I need
We
it
have-
to be correct though before I come and we deal with this. This is,
I'm available whenever you.
Well, I mean, you guys set a date.
Justin's got to get your schedule, I think.
I think kids go back to school Wednesday. Just keep that in mind.
You have to allow 72 hours for public notice for special meetings.
Pretty sure it's 24.
What about Thursday? How's Thursday for everybody?
I'm available Thursday.
Thursday works.
Mr. Flowers? Councilman Flowers?
I'm fine. I think there's
You get a motion to do a special meeting on Thursday night to discuss the bills and credit card statements.
I make a motion for a special meeting to be held on Thursday, August the 7th.
Second.
All in favor?
Yes.
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 Final item.
Yes.
Motion to adjourn?
Yes, so moved.
Cell number right there. Just call me. I can help you.
You're gonna get the same answer on it.